Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug me. Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975. I really want to apologise that there was no Wednesday vlog again this week. That's 2 weeks in a row. Complete opposite of last week, as it was absolutely pissing it down. And I should know, because it was like someone turned on a fucking tap and it was just coming straight through the roof and I had to catch it in a bowl. Anyway, ignore that. The real reason there was no Wednesday vlog was the weather. Whether that had something to do with it, I don't know. But they blew the power company blew a transformer. Which basically meant 3 wires came off the power pylon behind the house, and so they spent a good, portion I should say, of the day repairing the pylons, which meant I had to cook breakfast when I came home from work on a gas stove, which was actually kind of nostalgic and cool, reminded me of being a kid. And every time, you wanted a hot drink, you had to boil the water on that. Something about the smell of gas stoves, it just reminds you of camping in childhood. I had the internet through the data on my phone, but my phone was down to about 30% when I came home from work. There was power when I came home from work, but there was this absolutely massive bang, and that's when it went. And yeah, I had one of those, those external batteries you can get one good charge on. I had that, so I charged it up, fully. And then at one point, because I was using it, watching YouTube to pass the time, it takes a power cut to remind you that how dependent we are on, tech to pass the time. But yeah, I had to go for a drive at one point to charge my phone up. But that's by the way. But why am I telling you all this? Well, because I wanted to do a video on this. You've read the title. PXP 3 Slimstation. Yes. That bad boy. Right, I know you've seen these all over Tinterwebs. I know loads of people have done them. So why do I have one? Quite simply, 16-bit games, that's what I want to play on a handheld, I have handhelds. I have a Nintendo 3DS and I like it, but let's be honest. To me, a handheld is restricted graphics, stuff like that. And also 3DS, yeah, it's perfectly reliable handheld, but it's worth money. I don't want to take it out in the public, don't want to drop it, don't want to get mugged. Yeah, you can install old school games on that as you can with any number of things, but I've always had, the main reason I bought this is, apart from the fact that it really doesn't matter, this cost me £10 and I got free Amazon Prime on it. How did they make any money? I don't know if that's a good price. I know they used to go for a couple of years ago for about 20 quid. But yeah, they're like a tenner now. But yeah, I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for rip-off Chinese tech. I think my first media player that obviously didn't have internet, that had a screen and you could put movie files on, that I had in 2006 was some dodgy knockoff Chinese brand, but you could actually plug it into the TV and record directly off the TV, which was kind of cool. That kind of looked like a PlayStation PSP. But yeah, I love stuff like that, and that actually came with every single NES game built into it. It just didn't play very well, but I bought it as a media player. So over the years, I've had many different MP4 players. I've always been one of those people that, I know it's hooky, I know it's dodgy, I know the build quality probably isn't the best, but just had a soft spot for it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I got this for a tenner. I'll show you the box. As it says on the front, PXP 3 Slimstation with a Mario mushroom bottom left, a football on the right, 2 blue Mario mushrooms, and it says super capacity plus 2G. I don't know if that means phone technology or number of games, because it's a dodgy hooky Chinese thing and it's not going to make that much sense, even though it is all in English. It says, I don't know, is that Jua now or Lover now? I mean, I just don't know what that means. And then it goes big screen, 16-bit digital pocket system, just so you know, even if you couldn't read, that it's got a sound device there, meaning it's got sound, a TV, meaning I'm assuming you can connect it to your TV. I know you can actually. And it looks like, oh, discs, cartridges, which I know it does have. Anyway, we look on the side, it says PXP 3 Slimstation, and it's got a green one checked because there's 4 colours. There's obviously blue, green, red and black. Now I actually asked for a red, so obviously that's why I got the green one. It also says, this makes me laugh because this is so hooky, like it's Sega games, it's Mega Drive games on it. I think we all know that. That's not the elephant in the room before I start, showing you. But yeah, all trademarks are properties of the respective owners, i.e. all the games are fucking owned by Sega, and the design of the station is Sony. That's just so dodgy, as we know. On the top, don't know, just says the same thing, Jour now, whatever that means. I mean, it was actually, because it came from Tinterwebland, the box it came in was actually really, really well packaged. But this itself, that doesn't sound good. But that's part and parcel. What do you expect for a tenner? Right. Oh, sorry, on the back, it's just got basically a picture of the console. And, you know, the cartridge slot. This menu, what it looks like, I guess, when you turn it on. Oh, sorry, I got to show you this. Hundreds of games included. Those hundreds of games come on cartridges called 9,999,888 built in. That's a bold claim right there. I know it's bullshit. And 900,000 game card. Not cards, card. And then it tells you, you know, reset volume, on switch, stuff like this, charger. Box is pretty, as I said, like, packaging wise, there's absolutely piss all in there. You get your station. Look, you get your instructions shoved down one side of the box. Right, come back to those. So yeah, your instruction. It's called an instruction manual. I think that's yeah, hopeful, shall we say? Right. So thank you. Oh, it says stuff. Thanks for purchasing Playing Version Portable. Playing Version Portable product. Designed for many hours of game playing fun. This product is small and portable. I know you've said portable quite a few times, so you can take it anywhere. And that's it. It shows you a battery, an AV cable, bottom of the console, and that's pretty much it. No mention of the menus. And considering it's RAM for the Sega games, it's got Mario on the cover. I love Hooky Town. Hooky Street. Right, so what you get with it is no headphones. I'm quite surprised with that. You get two cartridges. One has Mario on, the other has 900,000 on. They're both named like the back of the box. Don't feel particularly heavy. Why would they? You get a lithium battery. Oh, what does it say on it? I can't read it because it's shiny and there's an LED light there, and it's really small. And a bag that I'm assuming the battery should have been in. You get a connection lead for TV out. I will try and show you some of that. I'm probably going to have to sit very close to the TV. Look at that. Look how... Oh my god. Again, I should be rude or knackered it because I know what it was when I bought it. And again, I've got a soft spot for Chinese tap. You get a USB cable to charge it. That's kind of cool, USB cable to charge it. Because everyone's got millions of those knocking around, haven't they? You know, the adapter plugs to stick them in. There was something else I wanted to say on it, but it tells you what's in the box. One game console, two cartridge, not cartridges. One lithium battery, one USB cable, one AV cable. You ready for this? Oh, one English manual. Yeah. Hopeful. One non-woven bag. Like somehow synthetic is a bonus over a cloth bag. I'm guessing that's basically telling you that it could scratch the screen. It's an odd feeling bag. I mean, it basically just reeks of man-made fibre. But you got one. And you got the cartridge console, itself, which looks like a PSP. And I got to say, actually, the green looks quite nice. So you've got your buttons. What have they got on them? Weird signs I don't recognise that look like love hearts. Yeah, so you've got 4 buttons, which is weird because the Mega Drive only had 3 initially. You've got a D-pad. It's super light. You know, it's quite sturdy-ish. The buttons actually feel all right. Speaker. Power switch, volume wheel, that's a charge light, I'm guessing, USB point, headphone jack, and your cartridge slot. And then on the back, take your back off to put your battery in. I'm assuming it's got some charge, otherwise this is going to be a really short video. And then, so I'm assuming you got 2 cartridges, but I'm guessing it's got games built in as well. I don't know. Oh yeah, you got reset there. Screen's quite nice. It's not tiny. It's not massive. But yeah, like I said, I have a Game Boy Advance as well. I just kind of like the idea of this. Turning it on. Oh, music. Hang on. Interesting. I don't know. The screen is actually really, really quite nice. It's quite bright. So obviously you select your game going down like that. Right. So what have we got on here? Zuma Bubbles, Angry Birds, that's obviously the hooky one I have actually played on an emulator. Streets of Rage, X-Men, Twinkle Tail. Right, then if you go through it, you will see... Oh, Sonic 3D. So it's all Mega Drive games. Well, we know that, don't we? From the reviews and stuff, but... Yeah, the games will start repeating themselves. But even by that, so I'm guessing there isn't, like... I think the actual advert said 180. Probably more akin to, I don't know, 100 plus. But... Right, let's have a look. Ghouls and Ghosts. So you got your start... there. Don't worry, I will do a proper close-up. If I can get it working on the TV, that is. Yeah, sorry for my weird eyes. I'm looking at the screen just to make sure it works. Really quite impressed, eh? Let's give it some volume. So, you know, the build quality's not terrible, which is really quite impressive. Because, I mean, like, the screen for a tenner... Right, demo it, because obviously I can't play it from this angle. The sound's really good quality as well. I mean, it's not the most expensive speaker. Speakers on the back as well, so you've got two. But yeah, it's, you know, it's by no means terrible sound. And it looks to me, watching it on my viewfinder, that it's playing full speed. No dodgy emulation issues. That's really, really cool. I'm really, really impressed with that. I mean, what do you expect for a tenner? World peace? Right, let's stop that. Put one of these cartridges in. There is, like I said, there is no weight to it. It doesn't by any means feel absolutely, you know, cheap as tat, but I mean, we know what you pay for, don't you? Right, so that's the 900,000 games cartridge in. Different music. Earthworm Jim 2. What's that? Top Gear, Batman Returns, Thunder Fox, Battletoads, Double Dragon. There are good games on it. There are good games on it. And as I said, I mean, the Mega Drive is obviously my favourite console of all time. Is there a quick? There's triggers that don't... Triggers, by the way. Is there a... Oh, if I press right, you go screen by screen. Oh, it's got Dizzy on it. Fantasyland Dizzy. These are repeating each other, or repeating themselves again, but that's Dizzy. But yeah, they're good. You know, I thought it might be like scraping the barrel Mega Drive games or something, but it's not. It's good, solid titles. Right, let's have a go at playing one. Right. Start. Let's drop the volume a bit. Look at that one. Never actually played this game before. That looks sexy and delicious. Right, I'm going to have a quick go now, which obviously you can't see, and then I'm going to try plugging it into my TV. Right, start. Now, the pads and the buttons I said felt alright. How did I never get around to playing Dizzy on the Mega Drive? I loved it on the Spectrum. Yeah, they felt alright, but now that I'm actually playing with them, you know, it's pretty responsive. It doesn't feel like there's any delay as such. It actually feels pretty good. I'm really quite impressed with this so far. I mean, I don't know if the tenor reflects the fact that even in Hooky Land it's a couple of years old and there's probably a version that, you know, is, you know, succeeded it. I can learn to talk in a minute. Right, anyway, let's turn this off and I'm going to have a go at setting it up to the TV. So give me a tick. Right, so here we are. It's plugged into the TV. The colour's a bit funny. I don't know if that's the menu or that might be my TV. I do know I'm not going to touch it. The lead is a bit, well, I'll show you. The lead's a bit fickle. You see that? Yeah, so don't try and move too much. Can't really move because if I got any closer to the TV, I'd be like an 8-year-old watching Saturday morning cartoons. But anyway, this is the second cartridge I showed you when I was filming just now. But you got Earthworm Jim 2, Top Gear 2, Batman Returns, Thunder Fox, Battletoads, Terminator. Let's go through like this. Sector X. But you know, I'm quite impressed. They do repeat themselves, but there are a lot of, you know, as I said, solid games on it. Sonic Eraser, don't even know what that is. Come on, let's play something I know. Batman Returns, no. So yeah, they repeat each other really quickly. Masters of Weapons, Shadow Blasters, Blaster Master, James Bond 7, Air Driver. Right, let's get a game on, Dave. I want to play cassette. Okay, let's go with Earthworm Jim 2. Right, start. Oh, Earthworm Jim, we need a new one of you. Playing this on the Mega CD the other day. That's completely irrelevant because that's got nothing to do with this video. Shiny. It's full screen. Sound, well, sound quality coming through the TV speakers is a bit diminished. By no means ruins it. Aha! Familiarise myself with the controls. Oh, welcome, Jim. You are lovely and delicious. I mean, it's not the best on the TV, but it's by no means terrible. I mean, let's be honest, you bought it for well, I bought it to be a handheld. The TV, for the price, is just a bonus, feature. Right, let's try another game. Reset. So you got to press the reset button to end it. Backwards. Shadow Blast. Thunder Fox. No, Batman Returns. Shoot 'em up would be nice. Again, the repeating of the games. Oh, the Terminator. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, they repeat a lot. But come on, who thought they were going to get 180 games, let alone the 900,000 it promised? Oh, the music in this is absolutely amazing. Hence the fact I just skipped it. Oh, yeah, just got grenades at the start. I certainly don't jump like an athlete. Fuck. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, one more, I'm going to call it quits there and go back to just rounding up. Oh, see, there you go again, because I moved so viciously, I would say, it doesn't like it. But then, again, what do we see? Oh, we expect. That would be something to bear in mind, though, I would say. But again, I bought it to be a handheld, not to be an actual sort of TV unit. I mean, why would I when I can actually use my Mega Drive from the Never Drive? Favourite presents a rare product. Oh yes, Ultimate Play the Game, isn't it? Won't let me skip. Okay. It's a bit late to be worried. Well, I was going to say it's a bit late to be worried about copyright now because it's on a fucking hooky machine. There we go. Probably doesn't help it that it's on an HD TV as well. Rash, Zitz, Pimple, Billy, and Jimmy. Never played this. Oh yeah, I've got a swollen fist. Bye. Do you know what? Right? Yeah, I have to say, it's a second thought for for owning it, but you can play it on the TV. It's not perfect, but it is playable. Right? Let's go back and sum things up. So overall, what do I think of the PXP Slimstation? It is what it is. It's cheaply made. It's by no means terrible quality. The screen really did impress me. When you're not playing it, the buttons feel a little bit iffy, but they are pretty responsive. And the sound's not bad. As you just saw, connecting it to the TV, not perfect. It's a nice addition. It wouldn't be why I recommend buying it in the first place, but I think the best thing about it is, I mean, ignoring the fact that I like cheap Chinese tat, is it's the games I want to play. That's what I bought it. It's an inexpensive handheld machine that I don't have to worry about doing anything to out of the box. Doesn't matter if I lose it because it's very inexpensive, and ultimately, it's the games of my favorite period of gaming. So, would I recommend it? Yes. It is what it is. If you don't like Mega Drive games, if you don't want, something portable, if you don't like Chinese tat, you're not going to buy it anyway. But, if you're like me and all those things are fine, then I would definitely recommend it, especially for a tenner. And the other thing I would recommend it for is, giving it to kids for the younger generation to, is a really accessible way to go, that's the shit we had when we were your age. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.